today's video is my November favorites. I have so many good things that I want to talk about here. Actually, not so many. Just like really, really quality products that I have just been loving so much. I cannot believe that December 1st is tomorrow. Like, that is just mind-blowing. I don't even know where this year has gone. But before I just go off on a tangent, let's just jump into the video. Ooh, but before, I recently made a Twitter account for my YouTube stuff. It is at Kelsey K Beauty. So if you like Twitter and you use Twitter, make sure you follow me. I love using Twitter. I use it on like a personal account all the time and decided it was time to make a Twitter account for my YouTube stuff. So yeah, I'll have it linked down below. But yeah, make sure you follow me. I'll follow you back. I will. The first thing that I want to talk about is a concealer from Bare Minerals. This is their Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. You guys, this concealer is my absolute new favorite. It is so good. The coverage of it is phenomenal. The formulation of it is just so soft and silky, and it just makes that under eye area look so bright and fresh and awake, but not cakey. And I love it. I love it just as much as the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer, you know, that one that is super popular. I actually feel like I like this one even more, and this one is less expensive. It is such an amazing concealer, especially if you have dry skin. It just really like kind of almost like plumps that area up underneath, and I don't get any sort of like creasing or fine lines throughout the day with this, and I love it. I got mine in the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade. And just a side note, when I picked this up at Sephora, they didn't have it on the actual display. I had to ask the girl, and she got it from the back. So if you can't see it like on the Bare Minerals display, then maybe just ask, because you will not regret it. It is so amazing. Just wait till people start discovering this. This is going to be the next, you know, hot thing. I quickly wanted to mention the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. The reason that I wanted to talk about this brow pencil is that it is 100% a duplicate for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and it is less than half the price. I have been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz for over a year now, and I really love it. It's a great product. I love the spoolie that comes on the end of it, and this NYX Micro Brow Pencil does the exact same thing, and it's less expensive. Mine is in the shade Brunette, and I just love it. It makes filling in your eyebrows go super quickly, and it is hard to find brow products from the drugstore that, you know, do as good a job as what you're going to pay for at, say, Sephora or somewhere more high-end. So I definitely recommend this NYX one. It's awesome. This brunette shade works really well for my hair when it's quite dark like this, and the spoolie's really nice. It's great, you guys. It's great. It's great. I've had these two palettes for only 2 weeks, but you guys, I have used them every single day since I got them. This is the Tarte Let in Bloom palette, and this is the Tarteist Contour palette. I have an entire video reviewing them with swatches and all that good stuff, so I'm not going to get too in depth on these two products, but honestly, you guys, these are so good. Like, this Tarte Let in Bloom palette is my absolute new favorite. It has this variety of matte and shimmery shades. These three shades here, they're called Luster, and the formulation of them, you guys, is phenomenal. Like, I can't help but use this eyeshadow palette every single day. It is amazing. And then the Tarteist Contour palette just is the most simple, easy to use contour palette. It is beautiful, smells like chocolate, so good. Like, highly recommend these. I'll have that video down below if you want more details and swatches. Next, I have these blushes from ColourPop. Not one shade in particular is my favorite. I have Trickery, Prenup, and Thumper, and I basically use one of these blushes every single day. I just like to put this on before I go in with like a powder blush, because I've just found recently throughout the day I can't see my blush after a few hours. It just seems to go away. And for me personally, having light skin and dark hair, blush is super important, because if I don't have blush on, I honestly look like ghostly and like not alive and not well. So I find that wearing a ColourPop blush, which has the coolest type of like, it's like it has the coolest kind of like gelish, creamy, like moussey. That's the word I'm looking for, mousse. It is like a mousse consistency, and I love to use it. I brought this brush to show you guys. This is the Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I like to use a stippling brush, but I just find that this actually makes the process go a lot quicker because it's more dense. And I just kind of have been like alternating between these 3 shades, just literally grabbing whatever one is available, and I just dip it in and I just put it right on my cheeks, and then I go in with whatever blush that I want to use, and I just find it helps prolong the wear of my blush. So I highly recommend the ColourPop blushes. They are beautiful. I love them, and if you can't get your hands on ColourPop, I would recommend just using kind of any cream blush to start off with, and I think it's honestly like I notice a big difference when I don't use one of these. My favorite mascara of the month has been the Benefit Roller Lash. I don't know if I've mentioned this in a video before, but I got it when it first came out and I liked it. I thought it was great. I was like, ooh, it's a good mascara, but then I kind of shied away from it. And it wasn't until going back to it because I thought to myself, ooh, that's gonna go bad soon. Like, I need to use that up. So I started using it again, and this, honestly, you guys, curls your eyelashes. I don't know how it does it. I don't know. It must be like a combination of the brush, like the way that the wand is shaped. It's like kind of like a hook. It's kind of, you know, curved upwards there, and it is a rubberized wand. And just the formulation, it honestly keeps your eyelashes curled. And I find when I use this mascara, because I work in an office, so I'm doing my makeup super early in the morning, like at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm not home again until like 6:30 at night. And I find when I use this mascara, my eyelashes look exactly like they did in the morning, that much longer after the fact at 6:30 at night. So highly recommend this mascara. The one downfall to it is, I will say, and I feel like I have to say it, is that it is not the blackest mascara that I've ever used. Not that it isn't black, like when it's on your eyelashes, it's what I have on right now. It totally looks black. I just have used mascaras that are more of that like inky black before, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's just a side note that I wanted to say. This limited edition palette from Becca has been my go-to highlighting shade palette for the last month. It is so amazing, you guys. It has received so much attention on YouTube because it was made in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. But honestly, like, all that hype aside, this is just a really good palette with a really good product inside. So this shade right here is called Champagne Pop, and it was released in the summertime, like individually, and I loved it. You can see here, it's just a really beautiful peachy champagne shade. And then this one also just came out limited edition for the holidays. This is in the shade Pearl, and honestly, you guys, mixing these two highlighting shades together has been like, it has changed my life. Like, that is way too dramatic, but it is so beautiful, because it wasn't until mixing these two together that I realized this one is actually a little bit too dark for me. Like, this shows up as like a blush topper on me because it has that really, really peach undertone to it. So mixing these two together just gives, it's like the peach shade, but a little bit lighter for me. So this is beautiful, and I think this would make a beautiful Christmas gift. If you're looking for a gift for someone who absolutely loves makeup, they would really appreciate this. And then this shade here is called Blushed Copper, and I have been using it kind of just like right here on the apples of my cheeks, and it's good, it's nice, but the way that I've really been liking this is to use it as an eyeshadow. This shade is so stunning on basically everyone. This is like a universally flattering color, but especially on blue eyes, it really helps to bring out the color. So I love this palette. For me, it is a must-have. It is beautiful. It is worth the money. Has a really nice mirror there too. So one more palette that I wanted to mention. This is the Too Faced Stardust palette by Vegas Nay. Now, I'm sorry to my Canadian viewers and my Canadian friends watching, because you can only get this at Ulta in the States, but it is also available on the Too Faced website, which is how I got a hold of mine. So yeah, you can't buy this in stores in Canada because we of course don't have Ulta, so I just wanted to say that. But you can get it from the Too Faced website, and you guys, this palette is so beautiful. Like, I got this at the beginning of the month, so that's why I'm mentioning it, because I used this every day for 2 weeks when I got it, and then I started using the Tarte Let in Bloom palette, but these two have just been my go-to for the past month. This palette, you guys, is so amazing because it is so neutral, but it also has a really fun purple here, this like taupey silver lavender, a really nice bright gold color, and the formulation, the pigmentation, everything in this eyeshadow palette is just, they hit the nail on the head. I would highly recommend this over any of like the Too Faced holiday collections that they came out with. I didn't buy any of those. I felt them in the store at Sephora and I just wasn't impressed, but this one is amazing. It also comes with a sample size of the Shadow Insurance, a Better Than Sex mascara, a little like loose glittery type of pigment, and something else maybe? I don't know, but it is an amazing value set. And the reason I wanted to mention it too is that if you live in Canada, if you sign up for the Too Faced website, or anywhere, you can live anywhere, and you get 20% off your first order. So that is kind of how I justified this. I was a little bit sneaky. I'd already been receiving Too Faced emails, like the Too Faced, like the emails they send out daily, but then I used my other email account to re-sign up so that I could get that 20% off discount code, and of course 20% makes a big difference. So highly recommend this. This shade, you guys, Millennial, it is what I have in my transition shade right now. It is perfect, like perfect transition shade. You guys, this Boscia Subaki Beauty Oil has literally been saving my life in this winter season. I am just such a dry human, and like I'll literally get like flaky dry patches on my face, and I feel like this Subaki Beauty Oil makes such a difference. I've had this now since like the springtime. I know I've talked about it before on my channel, but I highly recommend it. Like in the spring and summer, and when I'm not as dry, I like to just take a drop and mix it in with my regular moisturizer. But right now, I have seriously just been taking it, putting a few drops on my fingers, dotting it into my skin, letting it sink in a little bit, and then going in with my moisturizer afterwards. And it is amazing. If you suffer from that super dry skin, I know how frustrating that can be, because it's really not enjoyable to put makeup on dry skin and it doesn't look good. So I would highly recommend this. It is on the pricier side, but you can also get a sample from Sephora if you just wanted to try it out first. So also, it is pricier, but I've only used up to here, and I have been using it now for months. So it does last a long time, and I like the bottle. The last product that I want to talk about is from The Body Shop. This is Indian Night Jasmine, and this is just like a fragrance. Like, the reason I wanted to mention this is it is so easy to spend like insane amounts of money on perfume, but I am a true believer that you can get body sprays and, you know, fragrances. They're not perfume, but it smells just as good to me. Maybe it doesn't last as long as like a super high-end perfume, but for me, this does the trick, and I really like it. And this smells so good. It just reminds me of this time of year, kind of that like fall to winter time. It just is a really warm, just inviting, welcoming smell, and love it. I did notice, I've had this bottle, you can see, for over a year now. It is in a different packaging at The Body Shop, just if you go to look for it. It's in like a short, like stout type of bottle. So that is all of my favorites for the month of November. Make sure you are subscribed, because I am going to be doing a big like year-long beauty roundup next month where I talk about my favorite products for the entire year. I've already started a list because I'm so excited to film that video. So yes, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you love hearing favorites as much as I do. Oh, and also Twitter, follow me on there. Yay. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I mentioned this. A Shadow Insurance, a Better Than Massa. The first thing that I want to talk about, I'm yelling because I'm so excited. What is that? Honestly, I need to pluck my eyebrows. Don't judge me, guys. Weird. Can't believe November's over, because it's shocking. It really is. Like, how is it tomorrow that it is December 1st? I can't even form sentences because it is so crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Hey guys, today's video is going to be a review of 2 new palettes from Tarte.